Hey family, welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to tie your waist beads. Chances are if you're watching this video, you just received your waist beads or you've ordered some waist beads. So first I just want to thank you for your support, and now we can go ahead and get into the tutorial. Now, tying on your waist beads can be as ceremonial or as casual as you want them to be. It's totally up to you. I usually recommend smudging them with some Palo Santo or some sage before putting them on, and then you can go ahead and put them onto your body. These waist beads are going to be permanent, so it's really important to take your time and make sure that when you're putting on your waist beads, you're not stressed out, frustrated, or anything like that. So those are pretty much the preliminary things to consider when putting on your waist beads, and now we can go ahead and get to the tutorial. Okay. So we're going to go over some materials for tying on your waist beads. Of course, first you're going to need your actual waist bead set. They all come individually wrapped in a little muslin bag like this. You'll also need some scissors, and you'll need just something to catch the excess beads. It can be a bag, a container, whatever you have access to. Okay, so gently go ahead, take your beads out of the bag. You should be able to just drop them, and they'll just all fall apart into one line of beads. What you want to do is try to get it so that you have some plain string, hope you can see that, on each side. So you may have to do a little bit of adjusting, so that way you have plain string on each side, just like that. Then you're going to take both sides of the beads behind you, just like a jump rope. You're going to hold on to the beads at the ends, like that. Okay? And so now this is where you're going to fit your beads to be exactly where you want them. Okay. So, I know the string can be a little hard to see, but you're essentially just going to figure out exactly where you want the beads placed, and you're going to create what I call a pinch point. So, when determining where you want your beads to go, it's important that they are not too tight. You should be able to get a hand between you and your skin at all times. So that means you have enough room for when you lay down, for when you're eating, etc. Because while this is a strong material, it's not indestructible, and pressure will pop your set. So it's really important that you make sure you have room. So for instance, on this set that I have on now, I can get my hand in there. These are not going to bust, and as you can see, I'm tugging them pretty. They're not going nowhere. So that's how you want all of your beads to be. Okay. So figure out where you want to place. If you want them above your set, below your set. I really don't have too much of a preference. So I'm just going to go ahead and start tying. So once you find your pinch point, you're going to create an X with the strings. Start pushing the beads back to avoid any gaps, like that. It could be helpful to have someone behind you just to make sure there are no gaps in the back. But if you've been steadily pushing your beads back, there should not be any gaps. Okay? So create that X, loop it from behind one time, just once, and pull it taut. Okay? Then you're going to examine again. Make sure there are no loose beads or anything like that. Make sure you're okay with the placement and the way it feels. Okay. And also make sure you have a little give. Okay. You are now going to go ahead, take the string from behind, and tie it again. This is going to make the beads permanent. And this string is not easy to unravel or untie. So that's why it's very important that you take your time and make sure your beads are exactly where you want them to be. So, there we go. Beads are on. See? Okay. Now, what you can go ahead and do, because you have these excess beads down here, you can cut those off. You're going to go ahead and get your bag, your scissors, and you're going to cut the beads, but make sure you're cutting them at the ends where the capture bead is, because you want to leave yourself enough room and enough string to tie your knots. So clip and clip. So the excess beads are now in the bag, and you have plenty of string to tie. Okay? What I recommend doing is doing at least 4 quadruple knots. So 1, take it up from behind, and 2, take it up from behind, and 3, take it up from behind, and 4. Now, if you have paranoia and OCD like me, you can tie a couple more knots. There's really no limitation. Some people like certain numbers. I like the number 7 for completion, so you can just keep on tying like that. Finish off with 1 front knot, so not taking it up from behind, like that. So as you can see, so I have plenty of string, and I have a very sturdy knot here. You can do pull tests. Make sure they're not going to go nowhere. Make sure you can bend over. These are sturdy. Okay. Hand tests. Make sure you can get your hand in there. If your beads are digging into you, they're too tight. And as soon as you apply any pressure, they're going to pop. So make sure your beads are not digging. They should just be flush up against the skin. They should not be digging into your skin. Okay? Very important. So these feel good. These were actually a lot tighter when I put them on. Now you can see they have a little give. So clearly I'm losing some weight. If you find your beads do change size on you, we do offer a resizing service. So just reach out to us via email. We can get you back right. But your beads are on. They look gorgeous. I have some tiger's eye up here for focus. I have some black tourmaline for protection. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess string right here. See? I like to leave a little bit of a tail. Just a little bit. Excess string is gone. And the little bit of a tail, I just kind of run in my fingers so it looks nice and flush. Then you can go ahead and move the knot to the back if you want. You don't necessarily have to. But there we go. Your waist bead set is now on. If you have any questions, any concerns, please reach out to us. hello@lightandrooted.com, or you can always DM us on Instagram. Thank you for your support. Bye.